What did you think it would be like having kids as a hairdresser?
To be honest with you, I was never particularly maternal.
Same. How are you, my lovely? How was your Christmas and New Year?
It was really nice, thank you. Slightly chaotic. Obviously, always is, right, when you've got young children.
Right.
My partner also broke his back and three ribs about 2 weeks before Christmas.
How?
He fell down 2 flights of stairs
Oh,
on the
what
one.
show off.
Yeah. So he's been useless. He was useless, sorry, 3 weeks before Christmas. So he can't lift the children, can't do anything.
Oh,
So he's been useless for 3 weeks and now he's buggered off to Australia for 2 weeks. So
lovely. I love that.
love that for him.
How is he traveling with a broken back?
Don't.
Oh, okay,
Just
we just won't.
yeah.
Fine. It's fine. Not a problem.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that we've connected over little bits and bobs over the internet, and you said to me you've got loads to say about this. But tell me and tell whoever decides to watch a little bit about your time in the industry before you had kids. What did your work and career look like?
All right. So I started, as many of us do, at 16, doing an apprenticeship.
Mhm,
I trained at Tony and Guy, and so at the time then it was you either did one or the other. So I trained primarily as a colorist.
mhm,
That was kind of my line. Moved to London, and then I started working for L'Oreal as an
mhm,
educator.
mhm.
After that, ended up sort of managing various education brands, some sort of product companies, some non-manufacturers, but just sort of other education companies, and then set up my own education company, HumanKind Hair, in 2020. So prior to having children, I had my first kid in 2022. So prior to having my first daughter, I was doing 3 days a week. I was actually freelance educating for L'Oreal,
Mhm.
and 2 days a week I was running my own education business, and about once a month doing an in-person uh, sort of quite big course, sort of 30, 40 people, like
Yeah.
demos, things like that. And then the remain the remaining 2 days, one of them I would take off, and the other one I would work in the salon. So it was a
Intense.
lot. Yeah, it was a lot. But I loved it, and it was great, and it was, building something. So it was very full on, but it was fab. And I was living in London, as I did for 15 years, about a 15-minute drive from Hammersmith, where L'Oreal was at the time. So
Lovely.
it was busy, but it was fun.
Good. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Kent.
Ah,
Yeah, but I
lovely.
haven't lived there for like, oh gosh. Basically, as soon as I qualified and I was old enough to support myself, I left. So
Standard.
there are
Standard.
nice bits of Kent, right? But there are some not so nice bits. And
My family are from all over Kent, so I know
cool. Where are
bits.
you?
I'm the home counties, so like St Albans is probably the nearest place you'd know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so around there. So not far from London, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, up. Is it north? Yeah, it's north. Okay, so you were heavily into education, you're a
Yeah.
colorist, and you were just living your best London life.
Yeah, I was kind of loving it. Building a
Yeah.
brand. Humankind Hair was really successful. I had a business partner at the time, my friend Harriet.
I've sat a few of your courses.
Fabulous. So you know.
Yeah,
So
it's for the
Harriet
love of the
was like,
tape, babes.
yeah. So me and Harriet were super close friends. We still are friends now, but we went into business together, um, and we were building it, and it was really successful. Like it was going really, really well.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I was kind of loving life, to be honest. Everything was good. I was earning good money for like the first time in my life. That short period of time,
Damn it.
you're like you get into your 30s and you start to earn good money, and then you have children, and it's like, oh, and that's the end. Goodbye, holidays.
I wouldn't know what you mean. Right. So, before you had children, what did you think it would be like having kids as a hairdresser?
To be honest with you, I was never particularly maternal.
Same.
If, people were like, "Oh, I've had a baby, you got to hold the baby." I was like, "Oh no, thank you, that's fine. I'll just..."
Had to put it here.
Yeah. Um, I guess I'd experienced, working in salon, I'd experienced working with a lot of mums and parents. And one thing they would always say is, "Oh God, when I come here, it's like my day off." And I thought, shut up, don't be so ridiculous. And now I see. So I guess I thought it would be full on, but then I'd also heard the other side of it in that, you have the flexibility to an
Mhm.
extent because especially if you're more sort of freelance based,
Yeah.
you know, to be honest, I had no idea what I was going into.
I
No
don't,
idea.
I don't think you do. I don't think you can. Just
No.
blindly walk in and go, oh shit.
Yeah. But we wanted to have a baby, like it was planned, but we were very fortunate in that it happened immediately,
Mhm.
which we did not think would be the case. I'd had quite an involved medical history, and I was told that it would probably be quite difficult. And then if it did happen, I was high risk of having like many miscarriages.
Mm.
Um, and thankfully, that wasn't the case. But that also was like, oh God, okay, this is happening now.
Okay, buckle up,
Yeah,
bitches.
yeah,
Well, I'm
exactly.
glad. I'm glad that you had an easier ride,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Because yeah, some of the stories women send me on a daily basis are just
yeah.
bonkers, bonkers,
Mm,
bonkers,
mm,
bonkers.
mm.
Oh, what has the reality been for you?
The reality has been, I would say now, like I'm very happy, but so much has changed. The reality, firstly, was I guess that I got quite intense postnatal depression.
Yeah.
So that was really, really tough. Like I was nearly sectioned. It was bad,
Oh,
really, really bad.
yeah, I'm so
Um,
sorry. I was like that with my first. I was,
really,
yeah, 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 yeah. I was
yeah.
batshit,
Terrifying.
batshit. Didn't
Yeah,
look at the curtains, didn't get dressed.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't know who I was. I think I've always been someone who I like to have control. Like I like to make a list and work through it. I'm very methodical, even in the way that I teach and the way that I do hair. Everything is very structured, methodical, and babies don't really adhere to that. So,
Not known to.
so I found that extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And of course, the standard like, oh, your baby's eating a three-course meal. Mine doesn't want anything and mine's smaller than all that stuff that you worry about the first time around. So yeah, horrible postnatal depression. That was really tough. I went back to work way too quickly for me in that situation because the postnatal depression was still rife. And I was still breastfeeding, so I was pumping. And of course, salons and academies and everything are never really set up for that. So I'd be, it wasn't the salon's fault, and they were very. I've got a very good relationship with the owner of the salon that I still work in now, and he was very like, I can get everyone to leave the staff room, like we can create a private area for you and everything. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. So I was basically just sitting on the loo, squeezing my boob into a cup because I had to express manually because of a dodgy old boob job. But that's another story.
Hey, why is it never simple?
Right. So reality was, in the salon, I went back 2 days a week. I did Fridays and Saturdays. So my partner had to take off every Friday as holiday so that I could go to work
Right.
because we had no childcare, no family around.
Mhm.
And then Saturdays, because obviously he could look after our daughter. I didn't go back to teaching freelance for L'Oreal, but I did go back to teaching my courses for my own business very quickly and found it so, so stressful trying to run a business and stay relevant and current and look like I wasn't just a mum or lost my identity. And of course, like all of those things had happened.
All of those
Yeah,
things. Like, who am I? Absolutely. Oh,
really tough. Trying to stay relevant. I went to Creative Head Awards 9 weeks postpartum.
why?
It was awful.
Did you have the robo tit on at the same time?
Yeah, yeah. So my boob started leaking at the table, and I had to go and I mean, thank God I was with Harriet and she was amazing. She went and found me like a little private room somewhere and my boobs just exploded everywhere. It was
Oh,
quite deep.
I can still feel it now.
So yeah, it was intense.
Intense. I think that's a really fair way of putting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Gosh. And just were you wearing like a proper gown to the Creative Head Award?
I decided to wear a suit.
Brilliant. Good.
uh,
Of course you did.
nice and comfortable,
Mm, mm.
with a a black sort of, I don't know, like nice fabric top. I don't know how to describe it. I can't speak since having children.
Uh,
You forget words and
100%. I'll be like pointing at the washing machine, like calling
yeah,
it a loaf of bread.
yeah,
Gosh, Mum, you've lost the plot. Really? I've
yeah.
got a 15-year-old and a 4-year-old, so
Ow.
yeah, send help. Neither of them are here right now, and it's the fucking best I've ever felt, which is
Isn't
terrible.
it? Isn't it? When the nursery and preschool said, "Oh, we open on the 2nd of January," I was like, "See you later."
But yeah, Charlie goes back on Monday, thank God. And Dylan's skiing. Wonderful. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my poor hated underprivileged child. It's my problem. I'm the problem.
sure.
Right. Anyway, what do you think needs to change in the industry to better support not only mums but also women? It's a big one.
Yeah, it is. The pumping and the expressing thing was a real problem.
Yeah.
I don't really know how that changes because you need space, right? Salons never have enough space. Staff room's always like a broom cupboard, right?
People don't believe me when I say the amount of salons I've worked in that intentionally either don't have a staff room or it's
Mm.
so small you can't be in the staff room. Like
Yeah.
that's a choice, that's intentional. And they're like, that's illegal. And I'm like, yeah, and
So they struggle so much to make a profit a lot of the time for
yeah,
all of the reasons
yeah.
of maximizing chair space, right? So I get it. And there was no like ill feeling when it was then my situation that I had to pump sitting on the loo. But it basically, like going back to work while still pumping, definitely had something to do with like decimating my supply. You
Yeah.
know, then kind of in turn can be really super stressful if you are trying to do breastfeeding, especially if it's not happening easily for you, which it doesn't for a lot of people.
I mean, the most natural thing in the world.
Oh, right?
Yeah, I was really lucky. I worked with women. One of them was pumping. My experience was really lucky, but I know it's not like
Yeah.
that for a lot of women.
Second time round, I just whipped my boobs out in the staff room and squeezed them into a cup. Did not care.
No.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, just some privacy. Oh, is it okay if so and so comes in, like a male member of staff? And I was like, yeah, zero bucks,
I
like
don't care.
absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, first time it's just like, I don't know, you just worry about
Yeah, of
everything.
course. Everything's
I
new.
think, yeah, I think like having an area, a space, or like because the thing is, we say like, oh, it's difficult for salons. It's difficult for any business to do that. And
Mm,
like you said at the start, so if we're an industry that is predominantly women, and a large number of those women will become mothers or parents,
mm.
then why should they? That probably they should be set up to have a
It-
space.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would love to see that happen.
Yeah, yeah,
Love
that
that.
could help. I mean, the standard things like flexibility on hours and days. Um, I was extremely fortunate in that sense. I said I have a great relationship with the salon team that I work with, and they couldn't have been more flexible or accommodating. They're amazing. Just
Yeah.
like whatever you can do, tell us, and we'll find a way to, do the best we can to make it work. Yeah.
Like more of that,
That-
absolutely more of that. Again, that post my smallest, I'm freelance. I had that control, but oh, some of the stories I've heard are just shocking, and I just think we need to do more for women.
Yeah.
Highlight how women are treated
Yeah.
because it really is. It's not okay. Like,
No.
it's really sad. It's really, and I see. I mean, I don't know whether you see this too. Our industry's bottoming out
Yeah.
because this is what they hear.
Yeah.
people are treated badly, no money, bad hours, when it really doesn't have to be like that. And
It doesn't.
it doesn't.
And it makes our profession appear quite unappealing.
100%. And it's
Yeah.
wonderful
Yeah.
when you find your place in it and you find your groove, you find your people, you find your passions. Apart from the shit show, this industry's looked after me for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, I've raised two children in it, sometimes terribly, but I have.
Still alive. One of them, for
Do you
God's
know
sake.
what my phrase is? All fed, not dead and in bed. That's where we work from, Annelisse.
My two last night, one slept for 13 hours and the other one slept for 13 and a half hours. And I was like, I don't know if they're alive, but God, I feel so
I'm not
good.
going to check.
No, I'm not. No, like I'm slightly concerned, not concerned enough to risk
No,
waiting
no. What's the age gap?
2 years.
Okay. Both girls.
Both girls. Yeah. So as I said, I had postnatal depression the first time, and we knew. Honestly, this sounds really mean now, but I didn't really want another baby because
Mhm.
of how tough it was the first time. But I did want a sibling for my first daughter. So I was like, right, let's just bang another one out and get it done because I don't want to go back to that place. So, I can't get too much in the safe zone and get too used to being myself and having a life again. Let's just get it out the way. But actually, second time around, I've really enjoyed it.
Uh,
It's been much better.
Yeah, I mean, my age gap shows how bad the first one was. Um, I was batshit. I was batshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second one, I really enjoy him. Like
Mm.
he is the just you don't worry the same, do you?
No,
You kind
no,
of you're not gonna die from not eating properly and ignore three-quarters of the internet. In fact, actually 9/10 of the internet.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Don't read any books on mothering or bringing up a baby ever.
No, 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 no. That textbook baby doesn't exist.
No,
That's a data baby.
yeah.
Okay.
I think what I do still worry about and have worried about though is maintaining and running a business.
Yeah,
That side of it. I don't really
absolutely.
worry so much about the baby this time. I'm like, she's fine, but it's more. I'm looking more at me this time.
Mm.
I'm yeah, I'm trying to sort of really keep afloat.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
well, no, actually, I'm trying to move forwards,
Yeah.
but the reality is I'm trying to keep afloat.
What do you do for yourself to keep you afloat and keep you moving?
Exercise
Okay.
really important for my mental health.
Yeah.
Um, and it sounds like, no, it doesn't sound a silly thing actually, because we're hairdressers. I got my scalp bleach back, and it made me feel amazing.
Love this for you. Love that. Absolutely. Those
Basically, grew
little
out all
things
my
matter.
colour, and I
Pardon?
felt basically grew out all my colour after my first, and like it looked, I had like a few little baby lights, a bit of a face thing, but it was nice, but I just didn't feel like me.
You. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's your identity, isn't it? Which,
yeah,
as you touched on earlier, you lose. And we are shamed for that. And
yeah,
it's of course you've lost your identity. Get that fucking scalp bleach back. Get
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So,
So yeah, that helps me. And reading, I love reading, but these days it's audiobooks because like
I'm a big audiobook girl. I can't
yeah.
retain information when I read it. What are you reading at the moment?
I like sci-fi. So
Oh, okay.
listening to an Andy Weir book who wrote The Martian, the one with Matt Damon, they turned it into a film.
Yes, 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 yes,
And
yes.
they're also making another one of his books into a film that's coming out with Ryan Gosling soon.
Ooh,
And it's neither of those because I've read both of them already, but it's another one called Artemis. And I'm thoroughly
ooh.
enjoying it about a city on the moon. I know I'm such a geek. I
We've all
love it.
got we've all got our little geeky thing. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
I read sci-fi and I run till I feel sick.
What a woman. Annelisse Hesse, everyone.
Yeah, but when I say I run till I feel sick, that could be like to the end of the garden. I didn't specify the distance.
Don't let them make absolutely. I'm a long distance runner. Marathons
Yeah,
actually. Mm,
did
mm.
used to actually before children. I used to really enjoy running long distance, and I did a marathon, and
Honestly, this
um,
I'm doing the
yeah,
character 5K because I'm just,
That's great.
I'm not.
That's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing because I'm not. I used to be a proper gym bunny,
Okay.
and dropped it all because
Yeah.
life is life.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm doing the couch to 5K just to get myself moving, and
Okay.
you feel better for it. I don't. It
Totally.
pains me. I hate it, but you feel
Mm.
better for it. So that's my.
I always, whenever I don't feel like exercising, I always remind myself
Hmm.
that not once have I gone for a run and afterwards thought, I wish I didn't do that.
No,
I've
exactly,
always thought,
exactly,
"Yeah, I did it."
exactly.
But it
Right,
is tough. It is really tough maintaining those things for yourself because now you have to have that window of time to do it, right? So you have to have the free time. You need
yeah,
like an hour or half an hour if it's going to be a run, but an hour if you're doing gym, whatever. And if I've got half an hour, or 20 minutes, I have to choose whether I spend that on me or on work.
absolutely. Which is why days like today are so precious. You're like,
Yeah,
I've got a whole day to myself. What do I
yeah,
do? I'm going to sit and think about what to do.
yeah. My partner was like, "Why don't you just take this first day back for you?" And I was like, "No, I can't do that." I did do
Goodness
a gym class
me.
this morning, so that was.
Pardon?
I did do a gym class this morning though, so that was like my thing.
That's your thing. Lovely. I'm going out after this with the dog. I live like rolling fields. It's all very beautiful, and it's snowing here, so it's going to
Oh
be,
yeah, same
yeah,
here.
it's going to
Just
be
stopped.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be really gorgeous. So that's going to be my get outside and see some world. But what adjustments have you made to honor both your family and your business?
I guess the biggest one I made was I left my home, so I left London.
Yeah.
We relocated about 200 miles away to the West Midlands.
I thought it was a way away.
Yeah, big move. So left, friends, life, the salon that I was working at, although I still do go there, but we'll come on to that, I'm sure. Um, and yeah, moved to the countryside as well. Also rolling hills, everything. It's
Oh,
very
but for the kids, it's dead nice, isn't
Oh
it?
my God, it's dead nice.
It's dead
It's
nice.
incredible. I have not regretted it once.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
opening your curtains and seeing snowy fields rather than right.
quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite nice. When I lived in Brixton, which I lived in for many years and loved it, but I was in a house share with two girls who went on to become one of my best friends. Um, and my bedroom was at the front of the house, like downstairs, sort of like in the
Yeah.
basement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was these steps that led down from the road, and there was like the gas and electric things there. So you wouldn't go down there for anything, except delivery men would sometimes leave stuff, packages down there so it didn't get nicked. It always got nicked anyway, but. And on more than one occasion, I opened my curtains in the morning and there would just be someone sitting on the stairs.
Oh,
Random man.
lovely. I used to live in a basement flat in Holland Park, and yeah, or after carnival, awful. Just people
Yeah,
sitting there. Like,
yeah.
brilliant. Did you actually? I can't say that. What people have done down. That's no. But
No.
yes, I completely sympathise
Even
with that.
like it wasn't even somebody that was rough sleeping though. It would just be like
Oh
there was
no.
just someone down there just like skinning up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know,
Absolutely.
like yeah, just hanging out.
Yeah.
On,
Oh,
I'm like, oh, close that back
no,
up.
that's those. Yeah.
So, so big
Brilliant.
change. Now we have a garden, which is amazing for a start. But yeah, moving was huge. I was super nervous about it because I'd been in London, I said, for sort of 15, 16 years.
Mhm.
And my family are in Kent. So we moved to the West Midlands because it's where my partner's mum lives.
Right.
And her work is flexible, so she's able to help with childcare. We
Fantastic.
couldn't afford childcare in London. We couldn't afford. We had a 2.5 bed flat. They said it was a three, but the third room was the baby's room. It's tiny, and it was 2,050, which we got down from 2,250. When we said we were leaving, they put that up to 3 grand. So our rent would have been 3 grand. Childcare would have been 2 grand, and that's before council tax bills. Everything. So we're like, yeah, no, we can't do that. So we moved. And yeah, that was a huge change. Going on these weird friend dates to find your new people.
Up in the West Midlands.
Yeah,
You done
because
that?
I didn't know anyone, so I was just like that weirdo in the playground, with Leo and my daughter, like, oh, that looks like a nice kid. Go and talk to that one. And she used to just, when she was little, she used to just like go up behind kids that she liked the look of and go, hi. But it was great because then it was an in for me. But yes, I had to really sort of put myself out there at, the mum groups and
But
things.
are you comfortable and confident there now?
Yeah, love it. And got a really good circle of friends. I've ended up making friends with a group of people who like none of them are really from here either. We've all sort of come together.
Yeah.
So that's nice because Christmas and things like that we'll get together and we're like the rejects.
The social outcasts.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm comfortable with the social outcasts.
Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, and I massively sacrificed apart from, like my body, my sex life, my identity, everything else. Apart from all the usual, my entire salary.
My entire self, my sense
My
of.
entire self, my entire salary, my entire sex life, those three things.
Mm.
Um, but the way that I work is completely different as well. So I would say it's for the better, but it's been quite scary. A
Hmm.
quite scary change to make. So when I was freelancing for L'Oreal, when you freelance, you can charge more money, right? So I was making pretty good money from them. I was fully booked in sorry, I was doing 2 days a week in the salon then. So I was doing 2 days a week in the salon. I was fully booked. So I was cleaning up there and then running my own business doing courses. So I was doing well for
Hmm.
myself,
Hmm.
working hard, but doing well. Um, and these days I work just as hard, but I'm lucky if I break even. So it's tough.
Yeah.
It's like the kids they're 1 and 3. They're both in daycare 3 days a week. That just obliterates any money.
When do you get your 3 hours?
We get them, but they don't make a massive difference because
Yeah, they're really sneaky, aren't they?
yeah, so you have to pay the additional consumables daily charges,
Yeah.
and they go to a really nice nursery, which like obviously I'm not going to send them to a horrible one, right? It's the most important
Yeah.
thing, your kids' care, isn't it? Luckily, one of them starts school this year. Um, but so I think Lael's like my eldest one, we have to pay an additional, it's like £34 a day or something. And then the youngest, it's like £21 a day. So it's £50 a day on top of do you see what I mean?
It's a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about a grand a month for the two of them to go part-time, including the 3 hours.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I mean, I do probably about 500 on one. So
yeah, yeah.
he starts school in September, which is like wonderful and awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my last baby. And I'm like, would you
Uh,
still like a dummy and a cuddle? Like I said earlier, I'm the problem. But yeah, it does make all the difference. All
Yeah,
the difference.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's been the sort of the biggest sacrifices really is like I go to the salon once a month now, or sometimes twice a month.
Okay.
I do clients on a Saturday.
Okay.
And when I do that, because it's in London and I'm in the West Midlands, I get up at 5, leave here at 5:30, go and do a full day 9 till 6, and then get the train home at 10 to 8, and get home at about 10:30.
That is a serious level of commitment.
So
I'm just commuting from, the West Midlands. No worries, no biggie. Okay,
yeah, and obviously I have to pay for the train,
that's
as
impressive.
well. So it's like I have to. It's when I'm there, I am rammed, so it is worth it. I don't make a lot of money, but it's not really about that.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
it is, but it's everything else that goes with it.
100%. It's that little bit of you as well, I guess, isn't
It-
it? Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, to be honest. And
why
it's the
you
connections to
there.
everything at the salon. Like, I hire the salon space to use as the academy when I teach courses in London, so I store all my stock there. I've got great relationships with the people who work there. I love clients. I love doing hair. I don't want to stop doing hair, especially if I'm educating, if I'm teaching people how to do it. I feel like I should
Yes.
be doing it.
Do you work in a salon up where you are?
No,
Okay.
the people like friends keep saying to me, "Oh, you should do it. You clean up round here." But I part of me would like to because I love being a hairdresser and I love doing hair. But any time that I spend doing something else is time that I'm not spending on pushing the business, and that is the main thing for me. So I
Too many
need to,
tabs.
yeah.
Yeah, I get
I really
it.
appreciate that you're doing this. That's what I
Oh,
wanted to say. Because
yeah.
as you said, I think it's something that needs to be talked about. I think it's something that everyone talks about, but just to each other. And
100%. It's background noise.
yeah, and we're so, we're so as mums, as parents, as women, as people, we're so we'll just do it. We're like, okay, it's really tough, and like I'm just like, right, yeah, I'll get up at 5 and I'll get home at 10:30, but it's fine because I have a nice day, and I'll probably make 100 quid by the end of it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
we just make out like everything's great and everything's fine and keep smiling and but I'm so lucky to have the children. Some people got otherwise so everything's like that, and it's like, yes, all of that can
Can
be
be
true,
true.
and yeah,
Absolutely. It's not being negative, it's being honest. And
yeah,
it's far too early to get patriarchal ranting, but being told to be grateful
mm,
isn't the one.
no,
This is really hard. This is
yeah,
two full-time jobs.
yeah,
And I just I have had terrible experiences being pregnant as a hairdresser. I've been treated terribly, and I realized that this I'm not isolated in that.
no,
And so I want people to realize that actually being a mum is incredible, and it doesn't make you any less of a hairdresser, a human, or just a person in this world. So that's such a driving force for me. Mums deserve to earn money. They're not on the shelf. So
absolutely, absolutely. And I think, like, I hear all too often that people have difficult and negative and bad experiences of being pregnant as a hairdresser, and that needs to change
it absolutely
massively.
does.
I didn't actually. I have to say again, my salon were incredible. I told them like way before my 12-week scan because I was sick as a dog. Everyone knew. Like you couldn't hide it. There was literally I walked in with my packet of ginger biscuits and usually at the end of the day I'm always like, should we go to Waitrose and get a bottle of wine? I was like, oh no, I'll just have a lemon and ginger tea. Everyone's like, oh, she's preggers. So they knew straight away. They were super supportive. They instantly booked me extra breaks throughout the day, always make sure I had lunch. Like
Whoever your boss
it was
is,
so good.
like that. I had two miscarriages before Charlie,
Mm.
and I asked for a risk assessment, and I was told I was making a fuss out of nothing, and ended up getting sacked at 21 weeks pregnant. And there's actually an NDA, so I'm not even legally allowed to talk about the details, but it was rough. So that is my true origin story,
Ooh,
because people don't get to treat people like that.
no.
Yeah, so whoever your boss is, you're at Tribe, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like what
Billy Ryan.
sounds
He
like
he
a superhero.
actually got nominated for, he was in the finals for like leadership for, I don't know, was it like BHBAs or something like that recently?
He
He
sounds like he
was
deserves
good.
it. Yeah, he
Yeah,
sounds like he deserves it.
in boss to work with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
incredible. More of this.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I know I've taken up a lot of your time already, so thank you. But I like to always end on a funny. So tell me something hilarious that your children have said or done this week to end our lovely little chat today.
Oh, I know you said it might be a bit early to get on the, patriarchy, but
If
I
you want to
disagree.
go, I'll follow.
No. So, this week, one of my new friends was looking after my eldest. Well, she was looking after my whole household because my partner has broken back. So she was looking after him, the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old. Bless her, turned up at my house at 7:30 in the morning with her own 2-year-old as well to just
Lovely.
look after everybody. I know,
See?
she's incredible.
Women.
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to Cara. Anyway, so Cara, my friend, is watching Frozen for the first time. She's never seen Frozen.
Fucking fair play to her.
Well, I mean,
She's got a
anyway,
son.
she has now. Yeah, she has a son. He's only 2, so we can't watch a whole film yet. So she's watching Frozen with Lael, who my eldest, who's absolutely obsessed with it. And Cara genuinely doesn't know the story of Frozen. So at the beginning, when Anna's like meeting the prince, um, spoiler alert, just in case anyone hasn't seen Frozen, please like mute now. So Cara's like, oh, so which sister ends up marrying the prince? And Leo goes, none of them. And she goes, oh, why? Is he a baddie? And she went, he's not a baddie, Cara. He's just a man.
Oh, yes.
3.5 years old. Lael Emery skin. Round of applause.
Well done, you. Well done, you. Yeah, it's just a man. Yeah,
Mr. Man. Yeah.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Oh, well, thank you, Annalise. I've really
Absolute
enjoyed
pleasure.
this.
This has
Do you
been
mind?
lovely.